Hi there, I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Plenty to talk about out here in the Western Pacific today. We have two areas for potential tropical development: an elongated trough located just around Palau and Yap, just towards the south and west of Guam, east of the Philippines, and a monsoonal gyre type setup likely extending across Vietnam into the West Philippine Sea, and that's going to bring some heavy rainfall for the west coast of the Philippines. So one on the east coast, one on the west coast. Plenty of moisture available out here at this time. You just take a look at the microwave imagery showing total precipitable water vapor. This is just indicating, how much moisture is in the atmosphere. And you can see that elongated swirl right in there. Plus, we have that monsoonal gyre flow. Satellite kind of flickers out a little bit. That's just a glitch in the satellite. You can see that flow kind of pushing off towards the north. It tapped into the rainy season front. So it is a 1-2 punch here with this area, and then you had that flow kind of kicking off just like that as well. And if you just look at the overall streamline flow, the background flow analysis, you can kind of get an idea what I'm talking about, what our trough positive vorticity in there, and you have that. So what this also tells me is there's a lot of energy dispersed across this area. Now, Robert, what does that mean? Why do you, if energy is dispersed, isn't that a bad thing? It means that you probably would have a hard time these lows kind of tightening up and becoming a full-on super typhoon type deal. Maybe a low pressure, tropical depression. But the key thing is that it's a lot of rain. I mean, you're tapped into this moisture flow. You're tapped into this trough right here. So for the Philippines is concerned, you got a lot of precipitation that's going to be setting up over the upcoming weekend, heading into next week across the Philippines, with this just one low after another, kind of tapped into that monsoonal moisture. That trough kicking overhead by Monday and the Tuesday. Here's a closer view of what I'm talking about. Watch this low as it tightens up here by Saturday, heading into Sunday. At the same time, you got that west coast flow coming on through, and then Sunday over towards Monday, you kind of see this coming on shore based on the ECMWF, which I am favoring. Just a little bias here. I just think it's handling it better. By Tuesday over towards Wednesday in southeast Luzon. At the same time, we looping back through the time frame here. This is Sunday and the Monday for Hainan and the east coast of Vietnam, looking at that flow coming on through and that rainfall, widespread precipitation here. So you can just kind of see where that rain's going to be adding up with our first tropical area, and then you have that monsoonal gyre over here. Yeah, I think the main points I want you to take away, likely going to maybe see a name storm on the tropical depression type scale with the Philippine names. Impacts for both Philippines and Vietnam and the southern areas of China for that matter. It just all thanks to this increasing in the rainfall and that flood threat. So let's also just kind of take a look at a few other models, and I'm just giving you my forecast. I expect that for the rain to pick up. I expect maybe you might even see some localized strong to severe thunderstorms too, just because you have kind of a collision of air masses. You have that monsoonal flow pushing on by, and that could help kick up some of these stronger cells. Taking a look at the energy with the GFS, kind of showing that low trying to wrap up by Sunday and Monday off the east coast of Mindanao and the Visayas. And at the same time, you kind of have that big old trough setting up, that monsoonal gyre. That's what I'm talking about here by next week. The ECMWF also showing something kind of similar with that troughing just setting up off the east coast of Luzon. And then at the same time, you have that monsoonal gyre on the west coast as well. And this is just looking at the spaghetti plots with the ECMWF. Specifically, you have this cluster right in here trying to pick up on a developing storm system, and even more clustered right in here picking up on that monsoonal gyre. So even the specific members continuing to pull for that development as well. So once again, going back to, floodwaters can rise at a fast rate, so just be smart. Even if we don't get a named storm. And at this time, if you haven't done it already, it's mid-July. Prepare to evacuate if you do need. Check and prepare an emergency ready-to-go kit. That's the key thing. And know your information from official sources. I appreciate all the positive feedbacks whenever I say that, guys. But I just want to reiterate, I'm not an official source. And I don't want to get in trouble for saying I am or anything. I just like to share and analyze the information to you guys. And you guys seem to appreciate it. Friday, though, we still have scattered afternoon showers just thanks to that that monsoonal troughing across our area, which is going to continue to dominate. A little bit closer look for places like Cebu, where you're going to be seeing has definitely scattered showers Thursday, Friday, and picking up heading into the weekend as our low starts to track off towards the east, especially like Tacloban, Leyte, and Samar. All sorts of rain in your forecast. All right, here's a look at Baguio, though. We got that southwest monsoon still bringing scattered showers with highs into the 20s there for you. Cebu, you're going to be looking at scattered showers as well. And really, it's the same case for a lot. I think Sunday and Monday, maybe some heavier stuff for places like Siargao. You want to watch out for that as well if you're going to be planning any vacation trips out there. And same for Davao. You're going to be looking at some inflow on the backside of this trough that could be kicking up some scattered showers too. So got lots to talk about. Not trying to fearmonger or anything either. If you know me, I get serious when it's time to get serious. This one is not quite that, but it is the type of weather setup that I think if it's not named and you get a lot of rain, it could surprise people, especially if there's no signal force warnings or stuff like that. And that's more of a psychological thing than anything. Just people don't take these type of systems seriously, and sometimes they can have some very serious impacts. So that's all. That's all I really want to just talk about today. 1, 2, and maybe even a third low on the backside of that too, out near Guam. Lots to discuss. Anyways, I'm meteorologist Robert Speta. As always, thanks for watching. And of course, number one thing is stay safe out there. Have a great day, guys.